shall remain here.
No, there's no need to fret.
I'm not putting up with this. I'm not going to take that from you.
I reckon the head jailer could get the lad his freedom if you made it worth his while. Just remember, you heard naught of this from me.
That's why I did the things I did. And I don't believe for a moment that Lanzo meant what he said to me in the hideout. 'Twas all an act.
It is good to be reunited.
Not that a single shadow slipped me by. How might I be of assistance?
This might be worth a read.
Let's have a look then.
Well met, sir. Oh, welcome. Fancy again. Fine wear. Well met, sir. Fancy a gander? Fine wares all. Always a pleasure.
Our packs are heavier, and our purses far lighter.
An investment made for safer travels can hardly be called extravagant.
Well met.
The so-called Forbidden Magic Research Lab appears to have been constructed rather recently.
Indeed, and the researchers employed there are as tight-lipped as they come.
It is all very secretive. I wonder what the citizenry make of it.
Hoy! Look, no need to overthink it. You can change it on a whim. You've naught to... Many thanks. Hi. No need to overthink it. You could... Change it on a whim. You've naught to lose, and you might even make leisure doing business.
The Warfarer is the ultimate vocation for proving your glory, Arisen.
We shall have to get a feel for the breadth of your abilities in true combat.
Hi! No need to overthink it. You can change it on a whim. You've naught to lose, and leisure doing business.
Our master has given us an order. Surely you do not intend to disobey.
Hi! No need to overthink it. You can change... change it on a whim. You've naught to... Many thanks. You get what's coming to you.
Kinder end.
Not a chance.
Should have known it would end like this.
Chance to put my feet up is as welcome as fine ale.
I need help.
I might nod off if I'm not careful.
Pray let it.
Can't place what it is, but the sea's strange.
Interested in my wares? Hoy! No need to overthink it. You can check. Well, got any fine... things to share? Pleasure doing business. Hoy! No need to overthink it. You can change it on a whim. Many thanks. Come on, have a look. Hoy! No need to overthink it. You can change... it on a whim. Many thanks. Understand my wares? Hoy! No need to overthink it. You can change it on a whim. You've not leisure doing business.
Best get to cleaning before I'm too tired.
As a matter of fact, former Arisen appear to be plentiful in this world. Their wisdom and powers are hardly surprising when one considers that they were once Arisen. I wonder if they were possessed of steadfast wills of their own.
I'll treat myself to a tipple before bed.
Peruse at your leisure, sir.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support.
You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. Knowing when to use curatives is my...
Tis a pleasure to meet you.
A grand adventure awaits us. I just know it.
At least I go knowing I fought to the best of my ability.
Let us work together to honor. I'm all talked out, Master. Perhaps another time. I'm yours to command, Arisen. I've not much to say at the moment. I only hope your memories of our journey are...
There is a rumor whispered among pawns that I've oft pondered. The gist of it is... I'll serve with redoubled vigor this day. If I learn anything of import, you will be...
How might I serve you, Arisen? I dare say.
Well met, sir. How's the day treating you?
Then I shall remain by your side. You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. Knowing when... They say thieves strike swift as the wind and sudden as a thunder.
I see not even the Arisen could resist my charms.
I've a modest talent for spotting materials that can be used to enhance your equipment. I can even mark them on your map. If we share our strengths, we can begin.
You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. Knowing when to use curatives is my specialty.
I happen to understand Elvish, Master. I expect you'll find my talents useful, should we encounter another speaker. Shall we discuss tactics now?
Peruse at your leisure, sir.
What am I supposed to do? Well met.
The Mullet is just another opportunity to improve.
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every battle by way of sound strategy and defensive tactics. 'Tis the time of day when cities and towns hum with the We must rest, though the sun is still up. Twas a chimera I was taught.
Now we've the vim to tackle the day ahead.
Come. You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. If I learn anything of import, you will be the first to know.
That went as well as we might have hoped. Let us cast our eyes about and analyze the situation.
Nefernis a leaf kill?
Ala Karil, Heron Alastar Monelinta?
Ronde Minita?
There, Master, Saurians!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
Dare I say it? We trounced. I did my best to match your skill, Master. Let me get that.
Yavtarma erome.
Kemenindor, Fionar lis nun moriven.
Nun lia tilmo.
Ronde Minotaur.
Ilmen.
Ayu, Fanamo Nemetani.
Akael fil Kalawin nun li arama arume fa in Itarond etele eldalia nun we. Vinantai.
Arni Ataher, Ostolia Hiroth.
Karil, kemen rostindomen morvea kuruir.
You're no elf.
Halan lome meltol. I am called Darren. My brother taught me to speak your tongue. So different from our own. Do you understand me? I learned the words, but this is the first I use them. Others of your kind have come here, but my people warn them away. Oh, but I cannot stay. I must, see to the Arbor Heart. Of late, the Arbor Heart is, unwell. My duty is to care for this, our sacred tree, the Arbor Heart, she is called. She has been with us a very long time. She is nature's very heart, and a pillar of strength for my people. We have always lived in harmony with nature, and the Arbor Heart is our connection to the land. Yet, day by day, her strength is failing. I must give her nourishment of the soil to help her recover. A special kind, called Gwyfentia, in my language. I know not what you would call it. Once, a dwarf wandered into the arbor and gifted some to us. It filled the Arbor Heart with life. Now, little remains. Too little for the Arbor Heart to recover her strength in full. Do you know of this substance? It must be found outside the arbor somewhere. If you find any, will you tell me where it lies?
You can always depend on me to translate for you, Master. Gwyfentia is the elvish word for scale cinder.
In your tongue, it is called scale cinder? Where can it be found, I wonder?
Now, scale cinder is a byproduct of the Batali smithing style. A Batali blacksmith ought be able to tell us more.
If you see him on your journey, will you let me know?
Ayu, Fanamo. Monemetani.
There's a shorter path we might take now. Allow me to show you.
Dela el Dalia Nunwe el One.
Nefernis Alifkil?
Isilrod Fanan. Yav Tarma Erume.
Isilrod Fanun, Nandawin Mekare.
Elelote Anfir Alanduin. Mormate Fa Elecano. Osto Silfa Malantha Alecano Mine in Fair Avehum. Angudu Telpe.
Ayolot, Ronde Militar. Ne, Yamanil.
Kalim.
I shall come at once, Arisen.
Nunlia Nar.
If I learn of a matter that requires your attention, I shall... Where ought we to go now?
We Herua Urtu Ail.
Salma Arenfeld, Alecano Nandewi.
El Weculium.
suppose there can be no harm in bringing this along.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
Isilrod Fanan, Fenanumen in Tayal.
Isilrod Fanun, Nandawin Lekaren.
Damun. Nun lia tilmo. Jarmen ran soron.
Edela el dalia nunwe el one.
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here?
What to make of this?
Seems I'm not the only one.
Brings life to my old...
We're here, and none the worse for wear.
Aye. What brings you to Brocker's smithy? Looking for scale cinder, are we? Well, you're in a look. Our forge is flit. Oh, 'tis at an elf's behest, you say. I'm afraid that changes things a wee bit. Elves and dwarves don't get along, see? Brocker won't want to help you, unless you were to offer him aught he couldn't resist. Listen, I happen to know there's one bit of elven culture no dwarf can turn their nose up at. All elven fare's bland as grass. All of it. That is, save the singularly flavoursome dish, nutriab. Course, no dwarf would openly admit to having a taste for it. But the fact of the matter is, the mere smell of that dish has dwarves foaming at the maw.
What you need.
So the blacksmith ought grant us some Gwyfenture in exchange for nutriab. Shall we inform Miss Derrin of this, Master? Methinks I know where to find the person you're looking for.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
And not a moment's rest.
A customer, then. That's shaping.
Over here, if you please.
Me? Now, this hardly bears saying.
But don't you dare try to take any... Many thanks. Interested in my wares?
Look as long as you please. Always a pleasure. Look as long as
Haste makes waste, as they say.
Barely scraping by.
I'm dead on my feet.
Oh, dear.
Where's my
What am I to do?
Welcome to
Fine age.
Life's been pretty kind.
If our destination is a distant one, travel by ox cart might be worth considering.
Could allow us to save our strength, assuming we are not attacked, that is.
Nandawin fe no Indiliran Anuman.
Ayu, phenomenal Namatani.
Nihia Menial, Falia, Tiavana, Asur.
Kemen Ross, Bakasa. Arin Phil.
This isn't the way to our destination. But I presume...
Menelume sur Cariln. Angadur Cindy. Iav Steel. Lalasta. Lis fin del nar.
Here we are.
Have you found Gwefencha? A dwarven blacksmith has some? Truly? But elves and dwarves do not see, eye to eye? I fear the smith will not heed my plea. You believe he will if I prepare an elven dish? Which one? Nutriarb? Dwarves have a liking for it, they say? Are you certain? Nutriarb is not very tasty. Few elves enjoy it. It is a pungent stew of old fish and apples, boiled till it forms a thick paste. But I shall prepare it, If it has any chance of bringing me Grafentia, the Arbor Heart depends upon it. Would you be willing to gather the ingredients for me? You won't have to go far to find them. I thank you. I need only the 2 main ingredients. Rotten apples and rotten fish. Bring them to me, and I will prepare...
Rotten fish and apples? My stomach lurches at the very thought. But I suppose we ought to procure them all the same.
True enough.
Nun lia tilmo. Vindamund. Ronde Minotaur.
Elelot osto silfa malantha alecano mine in fair avehum. Sinde fir arenka.
Kalim. Kemen Ross.
Nelis Kaliel. And the wind fair no Indiran Ayun.
Morfanenwen Alkawa.
Akaya Arume fa in Iterond. Etele el Dafinantai.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble you.
Vindamund. Jarmen ran soron.
Etele el dalia minwe el one.
Master, I discovered a treasure chest hereabouts during my last journey beyond the rift. Shall I guide you to it? I'd wager there's ought to be found here.
We ought to take a closer look.
Lis, fin del nar. Morfa errando.
Are you in need of healing, Arisen?
To arms!
Understood. Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
I suppose we might as well gather what we can.
You have my protection.
One might confidently call that a resounding victory.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle. Why are you doing this, Arisen? the Arisen commands, so must we abide. Show some haste. As a moth to a flame.
Such single-mindedness makes our enemy predictable, but not necessarily easier to counter.
Caught the ogre's attention, Master. Try to keep it occupied. I shan't squander this opportunity. Seems we have enraged our foe.
I do not use their rage to our advantage.
Understood. As a matter of fact, curious thing, one of my former masters chose to hire only women. I wonder why.
Words worth hearing.
There's something down there. Is it safe to descend?
I've just recalled. I found a treasure chest near here during my travels beyond the rift. May I show you to its location? My sorcerer skills could improve our situation. Might I be of assistance? Really now? What are you doing?
Do be mindful of your surroundings.
Arisen! Are you alright? We've got choppers!
He's weak to fire!
How's this? You keep your life, and I take the rest.
I see you've been drenched. Dry off as soon as you can. only hope I did not disappoint. In relation to that, after we call on you to carry the burdens we cannot, I must thank you. Your toil keeps me light on my feet. An impressive view. We can infer much of the lay of the land from here.
We are alone here, methinks. Perhaps we might stop a moment and find our bearings.
True enough. Let me get that.
I've got wares of every ilk. Hope to see you again ere long.
Not like a feast to get you ready for bed.
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive rotten fish and apples. My stomach lurches at the very thought. But I suppose we ought to procure them all the same. You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour. The greatest luxury civilization grants is the density of goods. Out here, we're fortunate to find anything of worth.
Good morrow, everyone. Come, we've much to be getting on with.
A new day, a new perspective. First regain your footing. Product of heedlessness.
Stand firm. You are not alone.
I am saved. Thank you, Arisen.
You would do well to seek the high ground when fighting on an incline. It will make overpowering our foes all the simpler. I've managed to grab hold.
Splendid.
I knew that I could count on your strength, Arisen.
Master, I discovered a treasure chest hereabouts during my last journey beyond the rift. Shall I guide you to it? Allow me to lead the way. I can take you to our destination by the optimum route. We're here, and none the worse for wear. Ah, now here's a surprise.
Our collection grows. Interesting. I shall have to inform my own master of this.
your lead. Let our foes cower before light.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle. We're unlikely to find any warm hearths down here.
Narrow passages may await us. Be on your guard.
Understood. I will protect you. Avoid flame at any cost, Arisen. You have been doused in oil. We cannot break it from this side.
I understand.
Read your senses. If aught feels out of place, it could very well be a trap.
Be sure to keep your wits about you.
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
No harm in picking a few.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself. Out of the cave at last.
Such dark depths take their toll on the spirit.
True enough.
Wolves, if I've ever seen them.
Fire will prove effective against this foe.
I've just recalled. I found a treasure chest near here during my travels beyond the rift. May I show you to its location?
That went as well as we might have hoped. Let us cast our eyes about and analyze the situation.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
Might as well take a look while you're... here, eh? Many thanks.
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon. That made my day.
Well met, son. How might I be of service? Need anything?
I've just recalled a little tidbit I heard from the locals.
Regarding the Vermundian military, yes?
Indeed. Tell us, there's been a shift in the chain of command.
Stay calm now. Remember your training.
It seems we have enraged our foe.
Might be not too
I am well aware of the particulars. It's done. Thank you, Lysander. I am overjoyed to have completed the task my master set for me.
I concur.
What to do?
Well met, sir. How might I be of... service? Do come again.
Well,
Let me get that. Now, what might that be? We ought to take a closer look. As your pack becomes heavier, so too does your step. Perchance you ought to let a few things go.
Very well. I shall return.
Well met. I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff.
I haven't seen my husband in some time. You wouldn't happen to know what's...
Suppose that's enough for one day.
I don't like it here.
The crops ought benefit from the sunshine.
Do you perchance remember me? You once knew me as maid to the young master, Sebastian. Well, I'm his maid no longer. Though I meant no harm, the mistress saw fit to turn me out. Tell no other soul of this. But the girl I had you fetch was none other than Sebastian's own twin sister. Afeared of inviting conflict over their inheritance, Daphne's family branded her a cursed babe and sent her away. Yet the loss of her newborn child drove the mistress half mad with grief. She's been bedridden ever since. I had hoped the sight of her long-lost daughter might rekindle some vital spark within my mistress. But alas, 'twould seem it was not to be. In the end, my good intentions served only to rob me of my station. I suppose 'twas no less than my due for meddling in the affairs of the nobility.
You're always such fun to talk to. What should I do?
Sir, ought you not be in Ah, forgive me. You're not a patient, are you? I suppose you must be a visitor. 'Tis a pleasure to make your acquaintance. My name is Eleanor. I have the privilege of serving as abbess here. I regret that I cannot offer you a cup of tea, but I'm in the middle of making my rounds of the patients. Not to mention, I have to find the means to procure more medicinal ingredients. Oh. You wouldn't happen to know someone willing to brave the roads, would you? I know 'tis perilous, but there is one ingredient in particular we cannot afford to run out of. You would procure it yourself. In that case, might I trouble you to bring me some miasmite? The slums are a bane to the body's humors, and its residents are oft prone to illness. We do what we can with what little we have, but we're always short on helping hands. Your aid is most appreciated, sir.
Tellers, miasmite can be harvested from phantoms, monsters that wander the world at night.
Yes, of course. I see it now.
Tell me, I haven't got any fleas.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
I'm dead on my feet. Maybe I'll keep right here.
Not my kind of place.
I've barely looked into
Is this the abode of the good Arisen? Pray, pardon the intrusion. I am an attendant in the service of Empress Nadinia. Her Majesty would make a request of you. Might you have a moment to hear it? You've my gratitude, sir. Her Majesty awaits you outside. Pray, follow me. We thank you for meeting us at this late hour, Sir Arisen. We require protection of both our person and our identity as we make for our destination within the city. Though Batal has no official dealings with Vermund, the countenance of its empress is widely known. I dare say Iain, a common soldier, would recognize Her Majesty. And trouble would undoubtedly ensue should the Empress's presence be discovered. You must see to it that Her Majesty arrives at her destination unseen. We make for the Rose Chateau. Prithee see us there safely before dawn breaks. Now, let us be off! We ought not to delay our departure any further.
Pray, remain vigilant while escorting. Empress Nadinia, we pawns shan't follow, that you might attract less notice.
right you are.
Wonder if there's any easy work.
Mayhap I'll seek out a town I've yet to visit.
You seem in fine spirits. Fancy a look at my wares?
It's been a hard day.
I beg you. I need that medicine.
Can't help you, I'm afraid. My stock's low enough as 'tis. I shan't go selling what little I've got left to a ruddy beastron.
But my wife, she's like to waste away if I don't get it to her.
How very cruel. We ne'er imagined matters to be so dire. Is there aught we may do to aid this man?
You have a kind heart, your majesty, but you cannot afford to reveal yourself here, else we may ne'er reach our destination. Perhaps the good Arisen would assist this gentleman in her majesty's stead.
What a what a good heart our Arisen has. But I shan't be selling it to you if 'tis to end up in beastron hands. Well, 'tis a princely sum to... But I'll take it. Can't afford to...
This is the medicine I need. You'd give it to me, sir? Oh, happiest of days. My wife is saved. Words cannot express my gratitude to you, sir. I shall never forget this good turn you've done.
That was neatly done, Sir Arisen. His lady wife ought now recover. We shall pray that 'twill be so.
Come, we've a ways to travel yet before we reach the Rose Chateau.
Good day, sir. What might you be looking for? Living's hard, but I'll have an early supper.
Oi, you lot, help me. I've got a soldier on my tail. If I'd known 'twas his house, I'd have chosen somewhere else to fill my pockets, believe me.
You appear before us to beg that we abet you in a crime of your own doing.
What o' it? You're a beastron too, aren't you? Then you ought to know as well as I do that stealing's the only way we can survive in this city. Come on, help me out here. Consider it a favor to one of your kin. Heartless. I've wasted enough time here. I'm off. Oh, son of a...
Silence, brigand! 'Tis off to the jail with you.
'Tis a hard life these people lead, that they should be so desperate as to turn to villainy. Yet a kindness granted to a man fallen so far would do little to better his circumstances. Let us press on.
Pray in, ne'er put gold in my pocket.
Would that all my days were so tranquil.
We have arrived at last. Thank you kindly, Sir Arisen. Now, to attend to the matter for which we have come. Prithee await our return here. We are grateful for your patience. The matter is attended to. We have allies here in the Rose Chateau who offer their aid to our cause in secret. Namely, to create a place where the beastrons of Vermund may live in peace.
Were it to come to light that Batal has provided aid of any kind to Vermund, there would be a scandal, and all of Her Majesty's good deeds would be unmade. Thus, Her Majesty must work in secret, offering her support from the shadows. But let us not linger. I have arranged for an ox cart to meet us by the statue of the Arisen.
Do you know before whose likeness we now stand? 'Tis that of Rotheus, founder of Vermund. Oh yes, 'twas none other than a beastron who gave rise to this kingdom. Yet, in spite of this history, our people find little welcome here. Quite the opposite, as we have witnessed this night. Past wars twixt Vermund and Batal have done much to worsen beastrons standing here. This we cannot deny. Yet, as ruler of a beastron nation, we can do no less than long for the day in which our people will be treated kindly wheresoe'er they may tread. And we would be remiss not to pray that the future you envision, as predestined ruler of this domain, shall be in alignment with our own. We bid you good night, Sir Arisen.
Not to look forward to, but a long day of work. There's ought to be said. When does my watch end? I've clean forgotten.
At least here I can enjoy my own comfort.
All this quiet makes me come o'er anxious.
I don't feel safe. Suppose I can finish it tomorrow.
Ah, Sir Arisen. I've been meaning to speak with you. Did you, perchance, pay a visit to the House of the Blue Sunbright? I see. After the rather strongly worded letter I received, I feared as much. 'Twas under unique circumstances, shall we say, that Daphne came to reside with us. You must understand, the House of the Blue Sunbright is our most generous benefactor, and their favor hinges upon our continued discretion. Thus, for the sake of all who reside herein, I beg you to steer Daphne away from any further contact with that household. Though it pains me to perpetuate the girl's misfortune, it must be done, if the gracious hand is to continue to function.
Yes, sir. Ah, forgive me. If that's not the case...
This looks as good a place as any.
Not much fun to be had round here.
Such quietude is a blessing.
Yes, sir. Have you procured what I asked? Splendid. You've my gratitude. Unfortunately, I can give you little more than that. Forgive me, but I must return to my rounds. But in place of a reward, mayhap I could give you a tour of the premises. Only if you've the time and inclination, of course. What say you? As servants of the gracious hand, we provide whatever treatment we can to those unfortunate who are stricken by maladies. Yet, at times, 'tis not enough. Perhaps you will recall the parents who were here when you first arrived. An unfortunate pair. They've suffered no few hardships in the slums, and now even their poor son Lubomir has fallen ill. By chance, he was examined by a roaming man claiming to be a doctor. Yet, the family had not the money for the medicine he required. So, he was put into our care. Here he is. This young man is Lubomir. We've been administering the medicine recommended by the doctor who examined him, but he has yet to show any sign of recovery. To be perfectly honest, I doubt the soundness of that so-called doctor's judgment. After all, there is no shortage of ne'er-do-wells out there, willing to claim their medicine the only cure, that they might inflate its price. But I suppose I ought not say such things so openly. At any rate, I'd best continue on my rounds. Pray, stay as long as you wish. Come, come. We've medicine to prepare. We've enough to make a fresh batch now, thanks to a kind donation.
Psst! You there! Help me! Listen, the sisters here are good to us, but I'm growing weaker day by day. It started with a slight fever, and now I can scarce lift myself up. See that empty bed? An old man was lying in it till just a few days past. He told me he was feeling better, that he'd be well enough to leave anon. And now he's... Mayhap I'm just imagining things. I hope that's the case. And yet... something isn't right about this place. Pray, should you hear any queer rumors about the Gracious Hand, come tell me of them, won't you? I'd see to it myself, but I can hardly move.
As a matter of fact, Vernworth is where our journey truly began. Every step we have taken since is a true memory, even the missteps. We shall carry this city in our hearts wherever we tread.
Good day, sir.
Good day, sir.
Is there aught I can assist you with?
Each of our patients deserves our full attention. Might you be a friend of Lubomir's? He's seen better days, hasn't he? There has been talk of sending him down to the basement, should his condition fail to improve. That is, the basement sick room, where our most critical patients convalesce under the abbess's care. None of the other sisters are permitted entry, including myself. Teles. She gives the patients a special medicine. I know not what kind. At times I hear strange cries and moans drift up from below. Which is to be expected. Those who come here suffer all manner of afflictions, you see. And yet, a part of me is afeared for them.
What now?
So, the worst of us are taken to the basement. Mayhap that's the source of the queer voices I hear at night. And none save the abbess can enter? If the gracious hand has a secret, 'tis the abbess who keeps it, I reckon. You've done this much for me. Would you be willing to go further? I must find out what goes on down there. Oh, you've my thanks. I just can't stomach the thought of lying here not knowing. Of course, all the better should your search come to naught. But if you do find aught amiss down in that basement, it must be the abbess's doing. Should you find evidence fit to implicate her, will you help me see to it that justice is carried out? See, I've already reported my suspicions to the sentinels, and we've arranged a signal. If you apprehend the abbess, they'll know to come and arrest her. So I beg you, sir, find the evidence you need, if it exists to be found.
To get to the bottom of what is happening at the Gracious Hand, we shall have to acquire evidence of any misdeeds.
Right you are.
Bit quiet, but I like it.
I know so little of this world, and of myself. There's comfort in the humdrum of daily life.
I've not got food atwixt my teeth, had I?
How might we enter the basement sick room?
Splendid.
Mayhap 'twould serve as well to track down the former patients mentioned in these records of treatment.
True enough.
Oh, someone help me. Jahan? Bruno, where have you gone? Oh.
unearthing day is spring.
Tell me I haven't got any.
I don't like it here.
You don't look like much.
Is it true you're the Arisen? That's what I've heard anyhow. Only, I seem to recall someone else boasting of being the Arisen over in the tavern about 6 months ago. Just be sure you play your part well, whatever the truth. The Arisen takes the crown here in Vernworth, after all. Befell a Drake or two, and I reckon you'll earn the people's faith. Good luck.
Do be quick. I fear my time is...
I haven't seen my husband.
Lady Eleanor's a goodly person, a saint-like. Her earnest care saw me back to full health. I wavered between life and death for quite some time in that basement sick room, and she watched o'er me through it all, bless her. Can't say as I miss that basement, mind. 'Tis an eerie place, dark and shadowy, filled with the moaning of the sick. Suppose 'tis only to be expected, given the state of those assembled. I'm sure I was moaning too.
Irena. Ah, yes. The Abbess of the Gracious Hand. A fine woman by all accounts. I was in her care once myself. But I must admit, I've always felt there's something off about her. You see, I was only a little under the weather when I entered her care. But then I started getting sicker and sicker till I was certain death would come for me. In the end, I survived, but methinks I was one of the lucky few. So many died down there, and once I saw her, the Abbess, meeting with a strange man. She handed him a large parcel, all wrapped up, and he gave her something small in return. You'd think 'twere medicine, but I'd not have bought medicine from a man like that. He had the look of a scoundrel about him. They were whispering, but I did hear one of them say aught about keeping quiet. 'Tis well suspicious, eh? Where'd they meet? 'Twas in the square in the eastern part of the common quarter, and always a night, as I recall.
You're back. Pray, tell me, have you found anything? What? You I don't like the sound of that. Do you think... Could I trouble you to look into this as well? Mayhap you could show it to the doctor I saw before coming here. Pray, sir, do what you can. I must know.
Methinks we...
You're back. Pray, tell me, have you... These look like records of treatment. Iain and Bruno. I know these two. They left here not long ago, fit as a pair of fiddles. I recall them being especially meek to the Abbess. Mayhap that's what got them out safely. At any rate, they may know aught of use. Loath as I am to ask more of you.
I don't know what to do.
Like it or not, I must go when duty calls me. Can't stomach flesh.
Here.
Aye, this is plenty. Lord Phasus is like to be in your debt. Nicely done. Suppose it can't have been easy to procure this much so quickly.
You suppose wrong. I command their full faith. 'Tis simple for me to extract what I require.
Ha! You're a fearsome one. Here's hoping I ne'er end up in your care.
Enough. I gave you yours, now you give me mine.
Ah, of course. Wouldn't want to hurt the Lady Saint's image in the eyes of the common folk, would we?
Glad we understand each other. Till next time.
Aye, be seeing you.
This is not the first we've heard of Lord Phases. What could his aim be, I wonder?
That's odd.
One day, I'm going to have proper raiment.
Yes, Master.
Sure what to do about that. Wonder what's going on here. The owls sleep.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
Walking everywhere.
This ox cart, I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
If this is where I fall...
Fine. Out of the car, all of you.
You have my protection.
What is the meaning of this?
The apples and fish we gathered have gone rotten, Master, judging by the smell. Shall we see them to Miss Darren? If you wish to meet with this person, I would gladly lead the way.
You have our gratitude. Lead the way.
Washes all my troubles clean away, this place.
Idleness is a luxury.
What's your problem?
Let me...
I trust you are in good health. I've a task for you, if you would oblige me. I see I ought to have chosen better.
I'm the spirit of a woman half my age.
Aye? In need of a doctor, are you? What's this you're giving me? Oh, I see. You want me to run some sort of test on this? determine what manner of substance 'tis. Interesting. Well, you've certainly piqued my curiosity. Whatever your reasons, I'll take a look. Naturally, I'll need a bit of time with it. Come back again in... oh, I don't know. Later.
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here?
An nun falles mir an amorlis. Firnis an erumar isilrod. Anne. Lera nefir heranon.
Come, I'll lead the way. One wakestone shard is a mere rock, but combined they can work miracles.
We ought to keep it with care, lest we lose it.
Here we are.
Do you have the ingredients? This is all I need. I will prepare the dish now. It shan't take long. My people dwell in the mountains, so we are rarely able to dine on fish from the sea. This dish was first made by an elf with a craving for fish, when no fresh fish was to hand. These fish already stink of the sea. Left to rot, they turn even more pungent. Nutriarb is oft served at celebratory events, but I have never seen anyone eat it. Everyone turns their noses from the smell.
I must endure.
It is almost finished, thankfully. The stink is more than I can bear. It is ready, but it is so vile. I cannot understand how anyone could stomach it, let alone enjoy it. I fear the dwarven blacksmith will be angry if I present him with this. But I will trust in you. Come, let us away to Batal. I thank you. Here, my brother gave this to me. Might we not use it now? The sooner we arrive, the better.
A customer, then. That changes
you're back. And who's that you've got with you? An elf? I ne'er met one afore. Not quite what I imagined, if I'm honest. Well met. The name's Sarah. I'm an apprentice here at the smithy.
Well met.
She's the one who's after the scale cinder, I expect. Have you brought some of that elven delicacy along with you then, like I suggested?
Yes, I have the nutriarb with me.
Marvellous. I thought I smelt it on you. Mark me, you put that in front of Brocker, and he'll fain hear out your request. Right, follow me. I've just cleaned out the forge, see, so we'll need to make for the cavern where we dump all the excess scale cinder. Come on, you two. The cavern's this way.
Shall we follow Sir Sarah, Master? With any luck, we'll have pockets full of scale cinder before the day is done.
Understood.
Evidently, it is a contraption that allows for travel betwixt 2 points. That does sound convenient.
I dare say there'd be no harm in using this.
Right, here we are. Oi, Brocker, you in here?
What's all this racket? I thought I told you that... You imbecile! You brought an elf here, of all things! Get her out of here, now!
Hold a moment, Brocker. She's brought something for you. Don't you want to see what is?
A gift. For you.
Ah! What makes you think I'd be able to stomach your elven cooking? I'm gonna go dispose of this, and I expect the elf to be gone when I return.
What am I to do now?
What you came here for, of course. This is your chance.
Truly? But...
You'll have to be quick, mind. Brocker makes short work of his meals. While you're at it, you might have yourselves a little competition, eh? See who can collect more of the stuff. Anyway, good luck. I'll be outside keeping watch. Best start searching. Brocker might be back any moment.
A cave. Shall we proceed into the depths?
Proceeding ill-prepared. Early grave. Any beast will grow ferocious when backed into a corner. A common reward, frustratingly so.
The walls are too close for comfort here. Should we encounter trouble, we would be at a disadvantage.
Let us proceed with caution. Eyes peeled, ears pricked. Ah, now here's the surprise.
can I look? I must get as much as I can. My heart is racing. I thought the dwarf would catch us. How much scale cinder did you get? You've got so much. With this, the arbor heart will undoubtedly recover. For now, I must return and tend to the arbor heart. I hope you will come visit us again. I should like you to see the arbor heart, restored. And I must thank you as well, Sarah. You and the blacksmith, Brocker.
Not at all. 'Twas my pleasure. I'm sure Brock'd say the same if he weren't so stubborn.
Now the Arborheart is sure to recover, and seeing Miss Darren's cheerful mien made all our labors worthwhile. That went as well as we might have hoped. Let us cast our eyes about and analyze the situation.
Apologies, but I can't offer you a ride.
If our destination is a distant one, travel by ox cart might be worth considering.
It would allow us to save our strength, assuming we are not attacked, that is.
This ox cart's bound for... I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
will do.
By your leave. We've got them on the run.
Ought we to pursue and eliminate the stragglers? I've got to focus. My shift's only just begun.
I find myself hard-pressed to respond. What is your business here? I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself. Oh. What does this say?
Let's have a look then.
Dead on my feet. Better press on. There's much needs doing.
Ah, there you are. You've come at a good time. I've just finished running those tests. I must ask, where did you acquire that concoction? 'Tis a fell thing you got there. To be plain, 'tis more poison than physic. It has the potential to heal one's ailments, certainly. But only if they could survive long enough, which isn't likely. Worse still, it has addictive properties that are likely to cause the patient to become dependent on its deadly effects. I say patient, but I should hope whoever made this did not intend it as a method of treatment. You'd have to be well and truly mad to attempt such a thing. Worse still, it has addictive properties. I say patient.
Might as well take a look while you're here, eh? Might as well take a look while you're here, eh? Stop by again soon.
I must
Dubious characters might love anyone. I'll fight till the last.
There was a patient man.
Now this is a conundrum.
If I don't have enough to do, all's lost. What is true peace?
This ox cart's bound for... I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
Here's a welcome. I'm dead tired. I'll not be done in by
No one can defend themselves when grappled like this. To seek out women with unwavering persistence. Such simple-mindedness makes our enemy predictable.
confidence is an enemy in...
I did my best to match your skill, Master.
If this is my end, so be it. You looking for a fight? Time to be heading home. I'll do as I please. Let them try to stop me. Let them try to stop me.
Bed calls, and a sharp resist. Feet up is as welcome as fine ale. Life's been pretty kind to me.
Only fools and urchins supposed to be.
Patient, I always say.
Living's hard, but dreams are free.
Such quietude is a blessing. Not sure why I patrol it, if I'm honest.
What should I get up to today?
I'll claw out his eyes.
Tisn't the dragon that these things to do, only
I want to go home.
Chaos in the world. Is there aught I can help you with? Oh, if you're looking for Lubomir, his condition deteriorated to the point that he had to be moved to the basement. He's not allowed visitors, I'm afraid, not even family. No need to worry, though. The Abbess is tending to him personally. She'll nurse him back to.
Let me get that.
The patients in this room must not be disturbed. The patients in this room must not be.
Oh, someone help me.
Medicine? Now!
The patients in this room must not be disturbed. The patients in this room. What are you doing? Unhand me this instant.
Many thanks for your assistance in this matter. Irena is being questioned as we speak. Suffice to say, your testimony, combined with the evidence you've procured, have cast a great deal of suspicion upon the abbess that she isn't like to shake. Pray have this, sir. 'Tis your reward for aiding us in our duty to the...
Only person I believe in is myself.
Almost wish all could happen to shake things up.
Time to find me a mark. We need the coin.
Stomach's
Head
complaining.
will roll if
I'll
water
have
goes
an
awry.
early. Greetings. You need only make a worthy offering in exchange. I have seen your path. May these words guide you true. You've my gratitude. 'Tis lovely to see you.
This place is very dreary. I can't wait to see what the day holds. Living idleness is a luxury.
I'm not risking my life for a pittance.
No hurry to leave. I'd more time than I know how to spend.
So what'll it be? Not to twist your arm. Well, you needn't decide this very...
What should I get up to today?
Can't just wait for the new equipment to come.
The rules at your opportunities as they come, I say.
I've got the sharpest ears in town.
I might nod off if I'm not careful.
There's comfort in the humble run.
This job better be worth it. Bloody Mayhap I really would have been better off a baker.
good sleep will ensure we are prepared. "'Twas a certain sorcery."
I trust we've all inspected our equipment. Come, we've much to be getting on with.
A new day, a new perspective.